All right, stay focused, Sean. We're gonna do this YouTube show today. We're gonna edit it and we're gonna post it. We can do this. The people need this show. That's what the two people that DM me said. It was only two people. That's cool. That's cool. We gotta start somewhere. Stay focused, Sean. Stay focused. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Yo, what up, good people? I know it's been some time. We'll get to all that in a second. But, first I got to start off by shooting y'all some positive vibes. If you ain't on the positive vibes, get your mind right, get your thoughts together, push yourself, fight through whatever you got going on, and make sure you're having a good day on your side. Welcome back to the show, and I guess I should be welcoming myself back to the show. But we gonna work on all that stuff. Anyways, today I'm gonna pretty much talk about some ideas of things that you can do as far as gigs to make a little money. People hit me up all the time saying, hey, I don't know what I want to do as far as photography and cinematography goes. I'm waiting to try to get some other artists to do rap videos, or I'm waiting to get some attorneys. We're gonna come up with some ideas and strategies today to stop waiting on this stuff and really start moving and shaking with this stuff, all right? So first off, let's talk about the whole rap artist thing. Nothing wrong with doing rap videos. I like doing rap videos here and there when they have a budget, but if you're starting off and you're trying to get your feet wet out there in the game, there's nothing wrong with doing some videos for the free here and there. Just try not to get too carried away with it, because if you look up and a year has passed and you're still doing free rap videos, you're gonna have a problem. You're not gonna be able to purchase any new equipment. You're not gonna be able to put gas in the car, and it's gonna be all bad if you can't pay rent. With the rap artist, the thing I would say try to find somebody that's like almost at that same level as you, but a rapper. So if you're the cinematographer that's just starting out, it won't hurt to find a rap artist that's just starting out, at least for the meantime, while you're trying to get your feet wet, while you're trying to get, some footage in your library, while you're trying to figure out how to do these cool, crazy tricks, while you're trying to figure out how to light your subject and all that stuff. This will be the perfect time to do it, because they're not this artist that's like way up the ladder and knows what goes on set. They're this person that's learning as you go. So if the light is in the wrong place, you don't feel bad about saying, hey, let me adjust this light right quick. But if you on set with some big time artist, it's just kind of like, oh, we got to get that right like the first go round, because they're on a schedule and they don't want to waste time. If you two are at the same level, y'all on the same schedule, so y'all should be okay. All right. Another idea, I'll tell you guys what I used to do when I first started out being a photographer. I used to pretty much shoot any and everything, parties, events. I used to be a photographer at a car dealership, actually at 2 car dealerships. It was a used car dealership, and I was really trying to figure out a way to keep some dollars coming in my pocket, but at the same time, I needed to be shooting with my camera like every day, because I was trying to figure out how to really use the camera, and I didn't want to shoot in auto anymore. And this was like the perfect time, because my subjects were cars. They didn't talk back, they didn't move. The worst thing that they did was probably reflect more lighting off into the camera lens that I usually wanted them to. But it was a great opportunity to be able to shoot early in the morning when the lighting was like perfect. Then midday, high noon, when the lighting was like super harsh. I still had to find ways to take pictures of these cars and trucks and motorcycles and make them look good. So, I started learning about turning stuff different angles and just trying to, I started paying attention to how light was reflecting off of the pavement, because one of the dealerships had a dark ground, the black is gonna, subtract the light, and then one of them had that bright white pavement that was always kind of bouncing the light up onto the vehicles. So it was like little stuff like that I started being able to pick up on. And even from an editing standpoint, sometimes the cars might be dark, so I blew the sky out a little bit. I started paying attention, saying, okay, hey, I don't want to blow my sky out anymore. Let me expose for the sky, and even though I'm not shooting out here with lights or anything, maybe I'll just come back a couple stops, so I kind of got like a nice little medium vibe where I can still see the car decent, but my sky didn't totally blow out and I didn't have to try to recover it so much in post. Another thing that it helped me out with tremendously was shooting angles, because they want these cars to look big, they want them to look pretty. Even if they didn't look big and pretty, you're shooting the details inside, everything from like the knobs to the steering wheel. It was literally all about your angles. So it gave me the chance and the opportunity to, get some practice in. The dealership people didn't stand over your shoulder. They just paid me for a certain amount of hours, and I used to try to punch out as many photos as possible within that, allotted amount of time that I had every day at the dealership. But it was a way for me to keep dollars in my pocket. So, if you're beginning with photography and cinematography and you're getting these opportunities, you can't be uppity and funny style. Either you're gonna really get yourself out there and try to learn this stuff and try to figure out ways that you can shape and mold your craft on your side and get better so you can charge people stuff. You gotta kind of let go of your pride and do your thing. I would do things like headshot sessions with people where, I would say, hey, I'm doing headshots today. I'm gonna do some free headshots for the first 5 people that comment on my post or something like that. So it was a way for me to kind of get people to come in, see how I work, see how I operate, but it also gave me a chance to get some experience, so you just got to kind of be mindful of the direction that you're trying to move and shake with all of this stuff, because it's all very strategic. And if you shoot more, you're going to get better. But if you're barely picking up that camera to film or to shoot, and you're barely getting on the computer to edit and to try to learn these tricks of the trade, you're not going to get any better. And you can't be this person that's at home saying, I don't know why people not booking me. I don't know why my stuff doesn't look like so-and-so. I don't know why I can't edit like this person. Why doesn't my audio sound this good? Because you're not practicing. Everything that you need to get better at, you got to put that time in, you got to put that effort for it, and you just got to practice this stuff. For my wedding people, I know some of you guys want to get into the wedding field. When I first started doing weddings, man, I really reached out to photographers and asked them, hey guys, are you cool if I tag along and be your assistant? And it wasn't even that I only wanted to do weddings, but I was very interested in being able to capture moments and tell people's love story. So I had to reach out to people that I knew that were already doing weddings. So once again, it's like, put your pride in the garbage can in the kitchen, reach out to these photographers. So it was people like my man Tim, that's my brother, Tim with Needed Touch Photography. I reached out to Tim. Tim helped me when I started doing designs with flyers and stuff. When I started doing weddings, he let me tag along to his engagement sessions for like a long time. And I would say, hey bro, I'm trying to figure out how to film more. All right, cool, man. You could tag along. I got an engagement session coming up. Maybe you could come film and put a little edit together for me. Cool. I wasn't worrying about $1 because I'm like, okay, cool. If I go do this for 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, maybe take another hour to edit, get him something back, that'd be good. For Tim, it was promotion, but for me, it was a chance to get experience in this lane that I was interested in. Another person, Dino, Sendino. Man, Dino, I remember one day he hit me up and we had a talk. And I told him, like, Dino, I really want to try to get into weddings. And Dino immediately was like, hey, bro, next wedding coming up, if it's close to you, I'm going to invite you out. And people say stuff like that all the time. So you're like, okay, cool. Maybe he'll hit me up. And he hit me up. Hey, Sean, we got a wedding, man. If you want to tag along, bring your camera. So I'm like, oh, man, this really happening. Grabbed my camera, ended up riding with the second photographer. Like, everything just gelled, like, perfect. Went there, and I did more so assisting than shooting, but it was just being able to be into that space. I wouldn't tell anybody to go just decide to shoot a wedding cold turkey and you never assisted or second or any of that stuff. And I low-key like second shooting more than I like being the lead photographer, because it gives you a chance to really get some experience. You could get a little fancy with it, because the main photographer, they don't have no room to get fancy. They got shots they got to get, and it has to happen. But as the second, you kind of just being the wingman for this main person, and the shots that they missing, you could kind of pick up here and there. And if you want to go upstairs and shoot from the balcony, you got time to do that. The lead photographer, they got to kind of stay focused on another level. Another person, Don Hayes in Tallahassee, man. Don, oh man, one of my first weddings, man, that I got a chance to really get out there and go for. Don reached out and was like, hey, I got a girl who needs a cinematographer for her wedding, man. You want to do it? So I'm like, yeah. He like, all right, cool. Send me over your rates and your contract. Rates and a contract, what does that mean? Luckily, Don was this cool enough guy. And I told him straight up, hey Don, man, this is my first time. I don't know how to rate weddings. I don't know how to send you, I don't know the bylaws and all the details and specifics that need to be in my contract for a wedding. And man, he gave me a couple pointers. and I got on Google, so started from there, had a meeting with the client and went and filmed the wedding with him. And the whole day, man, he was getting on me about stuff, but I didn't take it to heart because I didn't feel like he was trying to tell me what to do because he shot 1 million weddings. I felt like he was telling me what not to do and what to be careful and be mindful of at a wedding. So, people that are in your area that you follow on Instagram, if you live in a city, man, reach out to them. The worst that they could tell you is, hey, no. It won't kill you. And if they tell you no, don't get in your feelings. Move to the next person and see who will give you that opportunity to come second at a wedding, or come assist at a wedding, or come assist on set, or come assist when they're filming. Guys, get out there and just go for it and try it. Get out your feelings and get your hustle on. All right. So I think that's all I'm gonna just talk about today, y'all. I know it's like the first show back in a long time, and this is longer than I expected to be, but I hope everybody at the, still feeling good, still feeling great, still on your positive vibes. I always tell you to keep shooting. If you haven't subscribed to the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. It's a bell next to it. Hit that bell too, so you'll know about the notifications when I post a show, which I'm going to work on doing that. All right, getting up out of here, man. Oh, check out my new website, y'all. SeanWoodsMedia.com. Yeah, I forgot, since the last show, man, I've done a full rebrand. Got a shout to my girl Brittany. Did a full rebrand with the whole entire company. So SeanWoodsMedia.com. Check out that website. All right, y'all. To the next show. I'm getting up out of here. I'm gone.